Hi everyone, it's Christy. Welcome back. I went to Hobby Lobby. I got my yarn for my crochet along. I got a few decorations for my daughter's birthday. They have a whole section. She loves pineapples. They have a whole section of pineapple stuff. And went to Five Below, found a new game. You can't beat $5 for a board game, considering they're like 20-30 bucks everywhere else. But yesterday I went to Dollar Tree, and this is for Marty. I found detailing scissors. I don't know how good they are. I mean, it's Dollar Tree after all. But I have to tell you this. I was more excited about this packaging than I was about the scissors. Let me get these scissors out. I'm going to cut this, but remember that was attached. Okay, so get out of there. What they've done on this packaging is this piece, and this piece included, was here. All they've done is cut along the bottom, folded this piece up, and then put an eyelet there. And I wouldn't cut here because I don't need to, I mean you could if you needed to slide something under, but I think that this is going to have to end up in a future journal. Journal card here, cut the bottom, fold it up, put an eyelet, hang a dangle from it. What do you think? Yeah, so the book we're working on right now is a little bit, it's just a little tiny thing, so it won't fit in there, but maybe the next one we'll revisit this because I was more excited about this than I was the tiny little detail scissors. So, but hopefully these will cut a little better. Let's see. Well, they seem pretty sharp. Let's see if they, yeah, they cut to the point almost. I kind of bent that one, but this is a thick layer. If I had maybe, one or two layers. Oh yeah, so they'll be good for getting to the end because they're pointy. So I'm going to keep those close at hand, and they're pink. That was bonus, but like I said, I was more excited about thinking of making like a tag with just this little decoration on the bottom with that little loop and the eyelet. I think that'll be adorable. Now they like put the eyelet in without punching a hole, so it's got that little piece inside, but you could hang a little dangle there and that would be so cute. You gotta look at stuff differently. I learned that a long time ago. You gotta look at stuff differently, and sometimes we don't take time to look at stuff at all. We just rip it open and let's get the goodies inside. But anyway, if you don't see that in the near future, remind me of it. These are excuse me, some extra cardstock that I had printed out a while back. This is Nectar's Creation Coffee and Lace, I believe is what it's called. I'll leave the link below. But I thought I would use this for the inside of these little bits. Now the idea for this comes from Rita Donnelly. She's GmaReez, is it Craft Shack or something like that. Anyway, I will leave her in the description box as well. Excuse me. Because these books are so darn cute. And I told her yesterday I have to make one of these. So this is cardstock. That's what I'm going to use for my foundation. I'm going to use this for the inside, and then we are going to snip it this side. And I've got 3 of them because I figure why not? If I can make one, I can make 3. And I have a ton of scraps that I am going to tear through for this project. It uses, the page size I believe is 2 by, no. Page size is 2 by 3, and but this is the foundation piece we're going to use for the snippet trim. So if you have a long snippet trim already, go ahead and use that and just cut it down. I don't, so I'm just going to use these. These are already the size I need. They are 2 by 4.5. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4.5. Thought that didn't look right. So I've got 3 of these. I'm not going to do all of them with you. But let's start with this one. And I'm just got my, pull my snippet jar over here. I'm just gonna start building on here, and I've got, I've got all this lovely goodness. So I'm just gonna start I'm gonna just pull out a hunk of stuff here. Let's just pull out a hunk. And oh my gosh, look how much stuff goes in there. That's not even a half. So I have my yarn. I'm all ready for my crochet along. I'm so excited. It starts on Friday. It's mosaic crochet, and I've never done that before, so probably not going to use this tapestry. This is a little thick, although I could just use a strip of this for another one, which would make a soft cover, and we are doing soft covers, so yeah, it could work. But I just want to start putting some things down. I don't think I want to use the blues for this. Doesn't this just remind you of Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz? I don't know. That's what I think of whenever I see it. I just love this fabric. I'm not really organized today. So let's put some scraps. I've got some of this fabric here. That would make a good scrap. Because this is going to be the cover. And then of course this will be the inside of the cover. Actually, you know, let me go ink that while we're at it. Now we don't have to worry about it later. I want to ink this side because there's already ink on that side, on that edge. So I want to ink this. Anyway, I know I keep going back to this. I'm so excited about this crochet along because I haven't, since I've been doing junk journals, I haven't really been doing any crochet. And I've done a couple of crochet alongs. I've only finished one. But I had never heard of mosaic crochet, and I'm just fascinated by it. So I just found out about it like maybe the end of July or August. These videos were coming up on my feed, and I watched them and I was like, whoa, that is so neat. I have to try that. And it, like I said, it's been a while since I crocheted anything. I used to crochet all the time, sew all the time. But I need something to do at the TV. And I have a hard time doing fussy cut. I know a lot of people do fussy cutting. But I have a hard time with that because looking down to fussy cut and then looking up at the TV, it takes me a while to transition. So I need something I can do that I don't really have to pay real close attention to. So I thought, I want to try this crochet. Well, she just happened to have a crochet along starting, I think, September 18th. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to join it. I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby. I know they have their yarn every other week is on sale, 30% off. So I got half of it last time it was on sale, and I got half of it this time. So I'm in good. Alright, so I'm just going to take some pieces of fabric and some lace, and just, actually, let me get my little paddle here. I forgot what this is for. Is this for putting on mascara? I was thinking to say eyeshadow, but I think it's for putting on mascara. So let's cut this piece in half again. If I cut it and tear it, it might look prettier. There we go. Oh, I love that sound. Isn't that weird? The sounds that we like. Alright, I think I want to put this one over here. And then after I get all these pieces down, I will sew around it and then trim it if need be. This is a cool piece. I need to not stand my glue up, then I won't have to wait for it every time. Let's see. Like so. Got another piece over here. I hope this goes through my machine. Would be sad if it didn't, wouldn't it? Yeah, see, so if I keep these edges, you know, kind of close to the original, then I may not even have to trim too much of it. Let's get this little piece down, otherwise I know that'll come up in my sewing machine. And then after I sew around it, you know, if I feel like it needs something else, then I will just add something here or there, and then I can put the bling on it too if I want. But this is going to be a soft bendy cover. I probably should have used a coffee dyed paper or something on here, but I figured by the time we add all the layers it'll be fine. I was trying to make that flat, but I don't think I can make it flat. It's already it's rolled up, so we'll just let it go. Alright, what else we got here? I've got some of this pink fabric. It's not quite as wide as I would like. Do I have another piece in there somewhere? Nope, but I have some pink colored ribbon. Let's try this one instead. Oh, here's that piece. I was like, I lost it back inside. Okay. The more I mess with it, the bigger the pile gets. So let's do that. Like so. Okay, so we've got a foundation there. Let me trim off this piece here. I'm not too worried about the top and bottom edges. Alright, so let's put some more stuff. Now we can put a little piece of this in there. I think I'd rather run this. Wow, this is really just falling apart. Yeah, I don't want to use that. Let's use a little piece of this ribbon. There's no right or wrong with the snippet trim. You just put down what you want, where you want it. And don't look back. Let's take that piece off. Okay, what else have I got in here? I need some more little lace pieces. Let's get some of this. That's cool. I'll put that along here. And I will wait for this to completely dry before I try to put it in my machine. I need something for over here on this corner. Oh, here's some white lace. That might be kind of neat going down this edge. So I hope you all had a good weekend. I'm doing better. Thank you for all the prayers. I'm doing better. I'm not at 100% yet, but I was able to get in and out of the car without too much trouble. There's discomfort, but not pain. I mean, I was in a pain where I could not even get up without pain. So, and not sleeping well, and yeah, much better now. This little piece right here looks like dog hair, but it's not. I want to get it off. There it is. Okay, let me get that piece off. So because that white is showing through, I want something else on there. So let's see. You could even put strings. When I pull them off, this is from that, I believe it's from this. And just pieces that I've, pulled off. So we can put a little bit of that in there. kind of roll it up. My fingers have too much glue on them. Let's wrap it around like that. There we go. Put a little bit of that down. And I'm probably going to sew around, but also I will sew some lines through it so that everything stays where I want it. And what else have we got? I've got some cheesecloth here. Well, that didn't tear like I thought it would. Let's try the other way. Nope. There we go. Put a little bit of that here. Come on. I love the cheesecloth. No, I think I'm going to take that little piece off. Don't need it quite that big. That's the beauty of the cheesecloth, is that you can cut it and then pull it. So looks like you intended it for it to be that way. There we go. It's sticking to my fingers. Okay, now I've got some of this. A little bit of that on that. Almost feel like I need something over the top of that string to hold it down, where it will show underneath but it won't be sticking up like that. Maybe some of this organza. Oh, that's a little too thick. Maybe just a piece of this lace. What if we put a whole piece of lace over the whole thing? That would hold it all down, wouldn't it? Let's do that. Let's look into that. I know I have a piece. Yeah, I'm thinking if I glue a whole piece over the top of that, I can put pretty much anything I want inside, and it'll be like almost like a sandwich inside. That means I can put some other things on here that I wouldn't normally, like some of this peach stuff. Oops. Okay. I trim some of that off. I need another piece of a thicker kind of lace. I have so much stuff here. Here we go. Yeah, I think I want to run that the length of it. And the thicker it is, of course, you almost think that I'm going to turn this around the other way. I feel like I'm working upside down. So if I turn it like this, oh yeah, see, it's completely different. So now I need something over here. Let me trim that off. And maybe I can find another, yeah, let's put another piece of this on the edge. And just let it hang off a little bit. Oh my goodness, look at all the strings. I probably should have filled up my glue gun first. My glue bottle before I started here. There we go. Okay. I don't know, we're getting there. And like I said, after I sew, I can add more things to it. I'm not necessarily happy with this piece right here. What'll happen if I trim some of that off? There we go. So see, that'll be the cover, either that way or this way. And then if we have that one little piece that goes over the top, that'll kind of seal everything down. Yeah, I like that. So I think I'm ready for that one. So I'm going to kind of glue in from the edge because I'm going to sew around. Uh-oh. Taking some of it with me. And then I'm just going to lay that down and I'll trim around it. Okay. I have got glue everywhere. I'm getting to be as bad with the 3-in-1 as I was with the glue gun. Okay, let me let that dry for a minute and I'll be back. Okay, so I let it dry and I trimmed around it and I sewed on this side because remember I have the black on the top and the white on the bottom, and so this is how it came out. And oh my gosh, that feels really neat, guys. That I really like that. But I think I want to put some trim or something along the bottom. So let's see. Let's see what else I have in here. Oh, look at this little tag I have. That's just a little coffee dyed tag. Oh, it's too big for that. Anyway, yeah, here's a piece that might. Oh, that's that one that's all eaten up. Let's see. Some of these laces, when I get them, they're in the ribbon spool like this. And so, mainly this is a Dollar Tree variety. And you can iron it out. But basically I just keep it for my snippets. So let me see if I can find one that's not so squashed up. That's a little on the short side. But what I was thinking is, because it's going to fold like this, and this is going to be about 1.5 inches this way and this way, and it's pretty much going to be about that thick. It has 5 signatures in this book. And so if we have 1.5, 1.5, that's 3, it's going to be about 1.5 inch spine, maybe 1.25, when you have the folds and stuff in there. I don't want to fold it, I just want it to be round. So the one thing that I did forget to do is put the tie. I was supposed to put the tie first. So I'm thinking I may just use the seam binding and glue it straight across, because it's not really going to matter on this. This is going to be the back where I sewed over, because I like this as the front. But I think I want to put a little bit of this like on the edges here. So let me cut off that little frayed piece. And let's just do that on the front and back edge. And then after we finish putting the insides in, we can decide if we want to put some more decorations on the cover. So I'm going to put that about 1/4 of an inch and leave the rest hanging over. And yeah, about that much. So 1/4 inch on, 1/4 inch off, and leave that on the edge. Let me find another piece of it right here, and we'll do the same on the back. And then what I think, like I said, I think I'm just going to take a piece of seam binding. I did not sew through the whole thing. I only sewed around the edges because I didn't feel like it was necessary because of putting that extra piece of lace over the top. It kind of sandwiched everything in, and once I sewed around it, I think that's pretty much all I needed. So the same thing here, 1/4 inch on, 1/4 inch off. Yeah. You know, these aren't cutting through fabric as well as they used to, so I had to pull out my old, these used to be my fabric scissors years ago when the kids were little. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm not limited to what I can put inside this, so I think I figured out that each signature, there's 5 signatures, each signature has 10 pages, and each of them is 2 by 3, and we're going to sew those together on the sewing machine. But I want to mix it up a little bit, so I want to have, like, I think if I pull out 10 sheets of paper, I think that's all I'll need of my scraps. But I want to also have some ledger, some music, some graph paper, stuff like that that I always put in, so I'm going to cut a few of those as well. And yeah, so we'll be back. I'll get some pages together, and then we'll continue on with our little bit journal. It's going to have like 200 pages when everything's said and done. So I think this is a lot of fun. You can see how little it is. But yeah, so I hope you come back next time. I'll leave all the links below to Rita's video so you can see. She's made a bunch of these, and they're all adorable. So have a look at her channel, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks for watching.